Hi, everyone, and welcome. We've got a special one for you, as tonight's action is part of the NBA Cup. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill, and giving us the rundown from the sidelines, reporter Allie LaForce. Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup, and it's Evans in at the 3. Still so early in the season, Clark. I'd have to think any stats or averages get taken with a grain of salt.
Yeah, you haven't had enough runway yet. I mean, you have to take it all with a grain of salt. And especially if it goes against the strengths of your players. You have to see if, in fact, the change you're seeing is sustainable. Here we go.
Stewart, right side. Here's Evans. They set a pick. Here's Simpkins. Three-pointer off the mark. And Minnesota with possession here. Here's Tyson. And the layup is good off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Evans. From downtown. That shot off the mark. And we're about a minute into the first. Pass to Tyson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the rejection. From deep. Shake and bake misses.
Still looking to get their offense in gear. 0 for 3 to start this game.
Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Lets the 3 fly. Hits the trifecta.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Ime Udoka and I were able to chat. We talked about how Kristaps Porzingis can warp a defense with his shooting. He said, quote, when they post him outside and go 5 out, it stretches a team. We'll need to adjust by closing out and rotating faster than we're used to. Hopefully that helps us against what they're trying to do. Guys?
As always, Allie, we thank you. Over to the wing. Here's Tyson. With nobody on him, he buries that jumper.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
And so Ime Udoka decides to call timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. And here we have last season's best free throw shooting teams. The 4th spot held by Minnesota.
Free throw shooting for this team has become a real priority. They've put in the work, and they make the most of their opportunities at the stripe.
Gone 0 for 4, missing their first 4 attempts. Shot to stop the run, and the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play. Clark, last season, Josh Hart played nearly 38 minutes per game, more than anyone else in the NBA.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't take possessions off. He's an old-school throwback kind of guy, just a do-it-all player. Doesn't really have a specific position, but you know the effort and the production is going to be there pretty much every night.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Evans from the right block, and he can't bank that one in. First shot won't go. Gone only 1 of 6 so far. Simpkins passes to Stewart. Here's shake and bake. Back to Stewart. The fadeaway, and he gets the bucket.
Well, he could have earned some style points there, but he really doesn't need to use the fadeaway when he's that wide open.
Stewart defends. Here's Reynolds. Hits a three-pointer.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here's Simpkins. Yet to see a basket. 2 open that time. Made it look easy.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. A minute 58 left in the first. Here's Tyson. He has 6, and he gets it to go. Tyson's got 8 points. Here's shake and bake. Stewart outside. Out to the right wing. Lynn passes to Stewart. Here he goes. And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good.
He's 3 of 4 now, looking real confident out the gate.
Pass to Tyson. The 3 is up. And no good. Gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. And that one's good. Stewart.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
The Lions have gone 6 of 9 and finding their rhythm now. There's 49 seconds left to play in the first quarter. The shot by Tyson, no good.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
And that one's good. Shake and bake.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
Pass to Tyson. There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Bearing his second of 3 attempts. 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Shake and Bake, coming in off 12 points in his last outing. Down low. Here's Evans. Off target with a jump hook. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. It's Minnesota leading by just 2. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
On the court for Minnesota. The role of the big man has evolved over the years. What's been the most noticeable change to you, Clark?
BA, and it's not just the big man. I just think the overall athleticism of all of the players, certainly the big guys, stand out because they're now taking the ball rack to rack. They can go in traffic with the dribble. They're more mobile on defense because defenses switch a lot now. I mean, it's not all about being in the paint just because you're a big guy. They play all over the place.
Here's Lynn, following the score by Minnesota. Takes the 3. The rebound by Willis. Minnesota leading by 3. Inside. That one's off. He's 2 for 3 in the game.
No matter how good you are, it's tough with the defender draped all over you.
Pass to Lynn from the arc. Gets the 3 ball to go. Lynn's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
A lackluster effort on defense gave him the look he wanted.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Clock at 6. Fires, high post. Simpkins grabs the miss.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Josh Hart is great at moving off ball. And he said, in today's league, cutting and making a layup is considered boring. Everyone wants ISO. Some of the fundamentals and beauty of the game are lost. For me, it's a feel. If you see the back of your defender's head, try to make a cut. Back over to you, Brian.
Thank you, Allie. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter.
Trust him and expect him to make those mid-range jumpers, especially against loose defense like that.
Fires from deep. Fires in the triple.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Minnesota trails by 4. That won't go. 3 for 6 in this one. Gone a terrific 4 of 5 here in the second quarter. Fires the 3. Doesn't go for him. The Lions have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Shoots from 14. Simpkins grabs the miss. Shooting about 56% in this one. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. No problems knocking that one down. 5 points in the game.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Stripped away.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
All right, let's take a look back at last season and see the teams who collected the most second chance points.
And it was just great watching them be so assertive on the offensive glass. This is a team that trusted in their ability to keep possessions alive last season.
We've got 1:55 left to play in the first half. Pass to Reynolds. Here's Tyson. Give him 8. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota.
Minnesota ball.
There's 1:34 left in the second quarter. To stop the run. Minnesota again missing. Got an impressive 6 of 8 shots to fall in the second. Outside Johnson. Pass to Simpkins. Johnson on the wing. 6 to shoot. Here's Lynn. There's the triple. Simpkins' shot is off.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Reynolds. Takes a 3. Nails it from 3.
An excellent job of taking what the defense is given.
36 seconds left in the half.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
First team foul. At the line for 2, Evans.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both shots.
He's a big guy with a soft stroke from the charity stripe. You love to see that.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Tyson. Lets it go from deep. Rebounded by Shake and Bake. Shooting has been great. 57% and finding ways to score consistently. Here's Simpkins. No points yet. They set the screen. To the left side wing. From outside the arc. Gets the three to fall.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
And the first half now in the books. Up 10. And Allie LaForce has something for us on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
I'm here with Coach Ime Udoka. And, Coach, what are some of the positives that you can take away from that first half?
Our physicality has been good to start. Obviously, a point of emphasis is keeping them under control in transition. We like how we're guarding defensively. Obviously, it is big against this team.
Great start. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Good evening, everybody. Can you guess what we're starting the show with? Wow, you guys are good. Time for the power rankings.
You take a look at the home team, they're one of the teams we've hoped would figure it out. Things are clicking right now, and still early enough for them to make something happen.
The way they've melded together as a team, it's been impressive. Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the home team.
I have some research here that might explain everything. Apparently 3 is more than 2. They keep making threes. That's why they're ahead.
I can't even begin to tell you how profound that was, big fella. Glad you could join us. Brian Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Minnesota trails by 10. And it's Simpkins in at the 2. And that's the group for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Shot clock at 6. He's off on that one. Some solid defense from Stewart. Pass to Simpkins. Pulls it. Nice fake there to create the shot, but it's no good. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Beyond the arc. Pure from three-point range. Give him 8 points now.
You know, he's been fairly productive, but it's going to take more, either from him or somebody else.
Of all the accolades James Harden has racked up, what do you think he'll be most remembered for, Clark?
You mean aside from his beard, which is pretty impressive, as well as his game? I mean, I think his scoring ability, the way he did it, he was one of the first to really kind of master that step-back three against good defense. His ability to get to the rim, draw fouls, and make plays for others. I think all of that is part of what we will remember about James Harden.
He gets it in there.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Pass to Tyson. The three. Can't get it to drop. Gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Out to the right wing. Here's Simpkins. There's the 3. The shot off that time.
He struggles shooting the rock, yet they're still winning. It's a good thing his teammates have played well.
Spins. They swipe it. Here's shake and bake. Here's Evans. Off the mark there with a 3.
Halftime didn't do them any favors offensively. They've missed 4 of their last 5 shots.
4-3. Sends it home from three-point land.
Defensive mix-up for sure right there. Somehow he was left open.
Shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Stewart defends. No good with a layup. Here's Simpkins. Misses the 3.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
First team foul.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Minnesota trails by 4. Pass to Reynolds. Here's Tyson. Give him 8. Knocks down the long J. 11 points in the game.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Well, it starts with defense. They got some stops, scored some buckets after that, and now we've got ourselves a ball game.
Now here's Stewart. He's got 9. Misses the fadeaway inside. For the lead. No good off the glass.
Nice work defensively, beating him up top and forcing the miss.
Pass to Evans. This one for 3. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
Yeah, unnecessary. I mean, make them earn those points from deep. Don't give them to them free at the line.
And he's good on the first of 3. And Minnesota making a change here. And he sinks the second. And he makes all 3.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Minnesota trails by 4. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup. 5 points in the game.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Pass to Lynn. "51 seconds left in the third."
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of the slump.
Fader on the way. That one's good for 2. And this game is tied up now.
And for them to get out in front, it feels like they're going to need him to lead the way.
And he dunks it down.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Here's Tyson. Give him 8 points now. the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. They're up by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for Minnesota. Turner covers. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. Minnesota's shooting has been good, around 52% from the field. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Turner covers. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
Good ball movement here by Minnesota. Uses the glass on the layup. And it's all knotted up.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Here's Simpkins. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Reynolds has got his 4th rebound in this one. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the 4th. And they take the lead. And now a 3-point Minnesota lead.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Pass to Simpkins. To the inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
And here's Turner. The shot that time not on target. Gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Here's Simpkins. The 3 is up. Knocks down the triple.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And we've got a timeout called by Doug Christie. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. To hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Doug Christie was going over with this team. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, we're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall. Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
Thank you for that, Allie. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Pass to Reynolds. Out left to the wing. Just 4 to shoot. Minnesota needs to get off a shot. Minnesota again missing.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Evans, that's good. And it looks like we've got an injury on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
Yeah, so tough. I mean, guys, I feel bad for him and the whole team. I hope it's not as bad as it looks.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, this is why you build out your depth as best you can. I mean, you just never know when injuries might show up.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Stewart defends. Shot clock at 5. It's money from deep.
This guy knows how to get it done. He knows what he's doing out there. A nice job from the three-point line this half.
Oh, he hits a tough fadeaway.
He's got that clutch gene. It's in his DNA for sure.
Minnesota trails by 3. Here's the pick. Jacks up a 3. Stewart with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
2 minutes.
Here's Simpkins. For 3. Oh, it's off.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
A minute 39 left in the fourth quarter. To tie it up. Oh, the shot is off. Got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. From 9 feet away, count it.
Coaches love to see ball movement, especially when it gets you that kind of look.
And we've got a timeout called by Doug Christie, and a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Takes a 3. It's off.
Really hard to stay competitive when you're taking low percentage shots.
And he nails it.
This is what he gives you night in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
Stewart defends. Yes, sir.
His arrow's been trending up as of late, and he's been magnificent tonight.
I wasn't quite sure if he'd be able to maintain that same level of play. I had my doubts coming into this game. Consider my doubts disappear.
Oh, he can't get the layup.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul. the line for two, Stewart.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point ball game. And Minnesota with possession here. Oh, missed on the train. Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
So they get the victory here at home. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Clark Kellogg, this is Brian Anderson thanking you all for tuning in tonight. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.